Hello everyone. My name is Roberto and I am 32 years old. I live alone in a small apartment in a city that is not relevant. I have always been a quiet person, someone who does not like problems. But what I am about to tell you is something I never thought would happen to me. It all started about 3 weeks ago. It was 12 o'clock at night. As usual, I was going to bed late watching series on my laptop. Just as I was about to close the computer to go to sleep, my phone rang. I looked at the screen and didn't recognize the number. It was an unknown number. At first I hesitated to answer, but for some reason I did. "Hello," I said, waiting for an answer. All I heard was a deep, paused breath. My heart began to beat faster. After a few seconds that seemed like forever, a voice finally spoke. "Roberto, I'm watching you. Do exactly as I tell you if you want to go on living." The voice was low, haunting, and my skin crawled. My first reaction was to hang up, but I couldn't move. I was paralyzed with fear. The voice continued, "Go to your kitchen and turn on the dishwasher faucet. Let it run for 5 minutes. What the hell? I thought, but something in the voice told me I shouldn't ignore it. I slowly got up, still in shock, and went to the kitchen. I turned on the faucet and let the water run. I looked at the clock. Exactly 5 minutes later, the phone rang again. "Well done, Roberto. See you tomorrow at the same time." And he hung up. That night I hardly slept, thinking about what had happened. I tried to rationalize it in 1,000 ways, but nothing made sense. Who was this person? How did he know my name? Why did he have to do what he said? The next morning, I decided I had to forget about it and get on with my life. But of course, it wasn't that easy. The next night, at the same time, the phone rang again. This time I answered immediately. "Roberto, go to your bathroom and turn on the shower. Let the water run for 10 minutes this time." I felt that paralyzing fear again, but again I did as he asked. 10 minutes later, the phone rang again.
Excellent, Roberto.
"See you tomorrow." That's how it went for a week. Every night the voice gave me a different task. Open the refrigerator and leave it open. Turn off all the lights and stay in the dark. Go out on the balcony and stand there for 15 minutes. Tasks that made no sense, but which I followed to the letter, terrified of the possible consequences. As the days went by, the tasks became more disturbing. One night he asked me to take all the knives out of the kitchen and place them on the dining room table. Another night, he had me write a goodbye letter to my family and leave it on my apartment door. Each instruction was more disturbing than the last, and I felt more and more on the verge of insanity. I tried talking to friends and family, but no one believed me. They thought I was making things up or that I needed psychological help. I didn't know what to do. I felt trapped. The fear was consuming me. Then, 3 nights ago, the voice gave me the most disturbing instruction up to that point. "Roberto, this time I want you to go to the apartment next door. Break the lock and go in. Don't worry. There's no one inside." I froze. I couldn't do that, it was illegal. But the voice was insistent, threatening worse if I didn't obey. I plucked up my courage, found a way to pick the lock, and entered the neighboring apartment. It was empty, as the voice had said. "Now find a safe in the bedroom. Open it, and tell me what you find." I found the safe, surprisingly without a lock. Inside was a gun and a picture of a woman with her child. I felt a shiver run down my spine. "Take the gun with you, Roberto. You'll need it soon." I could hardly breathe. I took the gun with trembling hands and returned to my apartment, where the phone rang again. "Perfect, Roberto. Now get some rest. Tomorrow will be the last day." I didn't sleep all night, shivering in my bed with the gun under my pillow. The next night, the phone rang for the last time. "Roberto, go to the basement of the building. There you will find a box. Open it and do as I ask." I went down to the basement with my heart beating so fast I thought I would faint. I found the box and opened it. Inside was a picture of me taken recently and a note. Roberto, point the gun to your head and pull the trigger. If you don't, someone else will die. My hands were shaking so badly that I could barely hold the gun. The pressure was unbearable. At that moment, I realized that I couldn't go on living like this, in constant fear. I closed my eyes and listened to the voice one last time. Do it, Roberto. It's your only way out. And then I pulled the trigger. To this day, no one knows who the voice was or why it chose me. But I'm sure that somehow it was following my every move, my every thought. If you ever get a strange call at midnight, don't answer. Don't make the same mistake I did. I hope this story has made your hair stand on end. If you have your own scary stories, feel free to send them to me. I'll be happy to share them on my channel.